Well, we look at the magnificent span of that famous landmark straddling the Humber River, the gateway to the North Sea, and the bustling port barely a mile from this ground. There's no guessing prizes that we're back on Humberside, and I must say that if the skipper of that ship caught the fish that I had with my chips earlier for lunch, then let me pass on my compliments to him. And where better to be on Humberside than the packed boulevard, the home of Hull FC. Beautiful spring-like day. I really do think that winter has passed already. The pitch in perfect condition, and the Hull side, a good workmanlike side assembled by Brian Smith, the Australian coach. Good runners there in John Sharp and Gary Devote. And for me, the two lads who could possibly control this game, the clever half-backs. We've got Craig Coleman from South Sydney at scrum half, and Gary Pearce from Clonettley in Wales. And David Boyle playing his last game in the pack before going back to Australia on Monday for a knee operation. And I think it's in the pack, really, that Hull will have to do the work, because this Castleford side is a rugged outfit. Kevin Ward at prop there, Kevin Beardmore and Keith England, all three in the Great Britain squad to play France next week. And behind, some really top-class youngsters, Sean Irwin, Grant Anderson and Roy Southernwood, the Great Britain under-21 scrum half, surprisingly preferred to the experienced Bob Beardmore, but I understand he's in cracking form. Referee who's impressed me this season, Stephen Haig from Ossett in Yorkshire, coming to the fore now after 5 years on the Grade 1 official list. And I'm sure he'll be very keen to get this match underway. Both of these sides are strongly fancied to join us in the Silk Cup Challenge Cup final at Wembley on April the 29th. But I must say, Peter, I would like to decide which one.
No, I think it's going to be very close today, Ray. Both sides have got a chance of winning this one, and I think it'll be the forward dominance that may decide it in the last quarter.
Yes, this Castleford pack, very strong pack. Martin Ketteridge there, one of the good amateur stock that Castleford keep producing. Another one there, Kevin Ward, now one of the world's greatest props, this number 8, Great Britain prop. Paul Fletcher taking a little bit of a risk there, the Hull full-back, number 1, letting the ball bounce. And David Boyle, the big, burly Australian prop at number 10, been troubled with a knee injury and sadly got to go back to Australia to have it attended to. That's well taken by Shane Horrell, because the sun was in his eyes. It's a good side that can have a deputy like a New Zealand Test wingman to come in for Gary Plange, isn't it, Peter?
It is. This Horrell came this season. He's done very well for Castleford since he's been playing.
Keith England, the number 10, just brought back into the Great Britain side, been out for a couple of seasons. Kevin Ward, powerful man. Oh, that's a good pass to Southernwood. One or two people surprised to see Bob Beardmore on the bench for this youngster number 7, but he bossed the show for Great Britain under 21s last week. O'Hara. Wigan, of course, the Challenge Cup holders from last season, beating Halifax by 32 points to 12. Horrell again. But Hull, of course, beaten in that dramatic semi-final last year when, after the 0-0, we went to a replay at Ellen Road, just 4 points to 3 for Halifax. And a penalty. Well, a penalty there by Mr. Haig for the Castleford player playing the ball to himself when he was being marked. You can play the ball to yourself if you're not being marked, but Mr. Haig judging that he was. So, first shot at goal here really for Gary Pearce. We've heard so much about Jonathan Davis coming into the game from Llanelli in Wales. Well, of course, this lad was his predecessor at Llanelli. A record 420 points for that Welsh club. And here, 34 goals this season. Usually very accurate, very reliable. 30 yards out, just to the left of the post. It looks good, it is good. 2 points for the reliable boot there of Gary Pearce. So, good start for Hull. Hull 2, Castleford 0. Devotee offside. The loose forward in rugby league must stay down. He must keep his head between the 2 second rows. Can't detach himself from the scrum. Castleford that's quoted at 8-1 by the bookmakers to take the cup. They were last at Wembley, 1986, defeating the other side across the town here at Hull. Hull Kingston Rovers, but this is looking good. Marchant, he still managed to get it out. Good play. Sean Irwin, this is more like the Castleford we know now, the free-flowing rugby. Southernwood, Beardmore, and a penalty, yes. Any tackle now above the shoulders is foul play in rugby league, whether intentional or accidental, and that was a penalty.
Southernwood a long pass out here. Beardmore takes the ball, in comes the Hull challenger, and he does go high. Not a vicious attempt, but as you say, Ray, a penalty.
Yes, I think this is the point, Pete. It doesn't matter now whether it's accidental or intentional.
No, if they go above the shoulder, it's a penalty now. The intent is penalised.
So, a chance for Castleford to equalise. Martin Ketteridge, leading goal kicker in the rugby league this season, 86 goals. Leading point scorer for Castleford. And misses it. Misses it. Well, how many times have we said in cup ties that goal kicks, penalties, conversions can win the games, and it'd be interesting to see just whether those 2 points matter at the end. Sad miss there by Martin Ketteridge. So Hull still in the lead, 2-0. Fletcher. Good tackle, very good tackle from Ron Gibbs, the number 12. Grafter in the Castleford pack. Coleman, Pearce. That's a good kick, that's a punishing kick. There's no doubt about it then. Pearce and Coleman are making these two lads, Ruckley and Shane Horrow, earn their keep. Good long punts there by the ex-Llanelli standoff, Gary Pearce. Yes, now there's an instance where the player could play the ball to himself. Sloppy defensive marking by Hull. Nobody at the play the ball. Ward, oh, beautiful pass. He's got support. Yes, Gibbs. He's got the wingman outside him. Oh, he's going himself. Castleford now. Joyner to Ruckley. Yes! Beardmore's over there, but no try. Tremendous play, and it's the handover, the sixth tackle. And certainly the pace, the pressure of the game gone up. And gone up, I think, a little too much for prop number 10 there, Keith England. Suddenly the temperature rose.
Brilliant movement here by Castleford. Big Ronnie Gibbs going through the centre of the field, and he comes to the full-back. Didn't see Bulgroyd on his right, as I'm sure Bulgroyd would have been under the post.
was a bad ball, but Gibbs managed to get hold of it. England, Southernwood. That's good play to Beardmore. Very dangerous youngster, this Roy Southernwood, making his way in the game now. Castleford looking dangerous when they're in possession, when they begin to move this ball. Southernwood again. That's a good ball to Marchant. Just 15 minutes to go in this first half. Hull still clinging to that 2 points to nil lead. But it's Castleford posing the problems. The sixth tackle coming up. Joining. Oh, he can't get... Oh, that's a good pass. Still going. Keith England. He's going for the corner. Tony Marchant. Yes, he's in. That was good support play. Shane Horrow. The movement looked to be finished when John Joyner was held there with the ball. Keith England continued it. Shane Horrow was up alongside. And Castleford, they've threatened, they've looked dangerous. And there's the first try. 4 points to 2 for Castleford.
Great enterprise here by Castleford. Joyner is held in the tackle. It's 6 tackles, remember. He must get rid of the ball. He gets rid of it too. Anderson slips the ball to England. Now England does tremendously well here. Pushes the man off. And watch Marchant's enterprise here. Into the corner, no chance. And Shane Horrow, an easy try. And what a deserved try from that pressure by Cass.
So, Martin Ketteridge, much more difficult kick than that first one. Right out there on that touchline. But at least he is a good kicker. 86 this season. It's there. Well, it looked to be shading across the front of the post, but better form than the previous one. So, amends there from Ketteridge now. 6 points to 2 for Castleford. So, Pearce to restart. And I think Hull, Peter, have got to find some movement somewhere, haven't they? I mean, all they're relying on is sort of kicking and looking for position, isn't it?
That is right, Ray. They're just kicking the ball down the field. The men are chasing well, but that will only contain Castleford for a spell. They're not keeping the ball or getting the ball and doing well with it.
And there's that combination again of Ward and Beardmore. Beardmore always following that powerful Ward. Ketteridge. Oh, that's a good ball. To Anderson. Ketteridge. Having a good game, this lad from the Moor Ends Amateur Club near Doncaster. That's all on, yes, Dannett, he's got Pearce with him. Devotee. Good play by Devotee, but a bad pass. And a penalty. It looks like our friend Mr. England again. Yes, obstruction. Keith England obstructing, pushing somebody out of the way, and John Joyner, the Castleford captain, just having a word with Mr. Haig, but very, very firm, not standing any messing. Now, is it worth a shot at goal? I think it is from a kicker of Pearce's ability. It is, he's going for goal. Good striker of a ball, this Pearce. Up 38 yards out. And certainly Hull needing this kick. 6 points to 2 for Castleford. Just the one goal from Pearce. But if any lad can kick them, this lad can. And he's accurate again, no doubt about it. One of the best kickers in the game. So Hull fans smiling again. 6 points to 4 now for That's a good ball. Gibbs. Joyner. Good play by Joyner. This moves forward to Rootley, but a good tackle by Fletcher and a forward pass. But John Joyner there, the number 13 for Castleford. A very dangerous player.
Yes, John Joyner's going to pass the ball. He decides to go straight on his own, and he almost gets through, but a one-arm pass just goes in front of him, and therefore the referee spotted that to Rootley.
That's a good ball. These two centres, Richard Price and Brian Blacker, just not escaping Castleford's clutches. Pearce, that's good. This is good play now. John Sharp is looking for support. Has he got it? Yes, he has. Oh, well taken there to Wilby. Just can't get the ball away. But that's good rugby. Hull continuing the same side. Coleman. And panic stations there by Giles Boothroyd. And at last, Hull reveals something of attack.
A brilliant piece of play here by Hull, gets them into an attacking position, a little grubber kick by Coleman, but Giles Boothroyd, the player that was in the catch, just gets his foot to it and saves the try.
Just a minute to go in this first half. I think Castleford now will be very, very content to play through these 6 tacklers and then just pump the ball down to the Hull line. Just checking the ball at first receiver. Kettering, playing it himself. And that's 2 or 3 times we've seen Hull again not mark the receiver. Joyner. Oh, beautiful ball to Kevin Ward. Has he got the support? He had the support, but Shane Hollow didn't have the hands. And it's significant, I think, and probably dangerous for Hull, Peter, but Castleford do seem to be able to break them up, don't they?
Yeah, a break here when Kevin Ball gets a long ball there, goes inside on his own, no Castleford play supporting him yet, and when it is, Hollow makes a very, very poor reception.
Coleman. Not really seen as a lot of this lad, Craig Coleman, so far in this first half, being the dominant force behind the whole revival in recent weeks. Here's Coleman now. Oh, this is better. One or two of the crowd thinking that that was a high tackle, but Mr. Haig saying that it was just around the chest. Pearce. Well, Gary Pearce is certainly pumping Castleford back, but they're not scoring points, are they, Peter?
No, he's having to kick from defensive positions and get the ball simply down the field.
Yes, I think Castleford will be pleased with that. Good, hard performance. Defence is on top. 6 points to 4 for Castleford.
And we will, of course, be back for second half highlights very shortly. Let's just update you on the cup situation. A couple of surprises developing. One in Scotland, where First Division Wraith Rovers have taken the lead at home to Premier Division leaders Rangers. Gordon Dalziel, the scorer, early in the second half, 53 minutes gone. Wraith 1 goal up. And in the FA Cup, well, Plymouth have taken the lead against First Division Everton. More of that in a moment as we take you through the scorelines, starting once again at Aston Villa. And it says Villa 0, Wimbledon 0 there, but I understand that Vinnie Jones has just given the cup holders the lead at Villa Park. So, in fact, it's Aston Villa 0, Wimbledon 1. Blackburn Rovers 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Simon Garner, the scorer, early on in the second half after 46 minutes for Blackburn. Bradford City still trailing Hull City by 1-0. Brentford 2-1 up against second division Manchester City. Blissett and Keith Jones, their scorers. And, well, Kettering, they might still have a chance. They've pulled a goal back by that man, of course, Robbie Cook, his 11th cup goal of the season, and it's First Division Charlton 2, non-league Kettering 1. Further down, Reading have just taken the lead at 4th Division Grimsby. Steve Saunders, an own goal. One apiece between Hartlepool and Bournemouth, as we reported earlier. A penalty from Luther Blissett, Bournemouth's equaliser. Manchester United now 3-0 up against Oxford United, and it's in danger of becoming a rout at Carrow Road. Norwich City 6, Sutton United 0, including a hat-trick for Robert Fleck. And Nottingham Forest still lead Leeds United by that Lee Chapman goal, which came after just 6 minutes. Now, Plymouth Argyle 1, Everton, who were what, second, third favourites for the Cup this morning, 0. Could that be the great upset of the 4th round this afternoon? Sean McCarthy, the scorer for Plymouth just about 5 minutes ago. Sheffield United 1, Colchester United 2. Todd for Sheffield United, Hicks and Hill for Colchester, both those coming in the first half. And I think we've moved on just a little bit too suddenly. We'll take you back to the second board if we can. There we go. We won't dwell on Sutton United's misery longer than we have to. Sheffield United 1, Colchester United 2. As we reported, Stoke City 1, Barnsley 3. Curry 2 goals for Barnsley in that all-second division match. Goalless still between Swindon and West Ham. And Watford leading Derby by that Rick Holden goal after 38 minutes. That's a Cup update. We'll keep you informed of any other developments on the screen as they happen, but of course a full Cup roundup at 4:40 in final score. We'll take you back to the Boulevard now at Hull, the second half of that Challenge Cup tie between Hull and Castleford, and we'll return to our commentary team of Peter Fox and Ray French.
Kevin Ward looking to be in international form. His powerful burst taking some handling by Hull, and he's set up the half breaks for Beardmore and Southernwood already. Hull looked vulnerable on the outside there to these, but the kicking game, well, it's restricted Castleford, hasn't it, Peter?
It has a little bit. They haven't got a big kicker in the field, and they've got to rely on continuity of play after the forwards have made the burst right. One interesting thing, Boothroyd has gone off the field, Martin's gone onto the wing, and Sampson, the forward, has come on.
Yes, one of the beauties of having John Joyner at number 13, it gives you a very, very adaptable side. Cooper, back to Pearce. How many times have we said that? Coleman to Pearce, kicking downfield, but Castleford coping well with it, if not exactly relishing it. Run there. Sean Irwin looks to have done a lot of weight training to me, this lad. You know, the last time we had on him, he looked a slight lad when he was at standoff.
He was, but he's growing older, Ray. He's a very young fella, 17, 18 years of age now, 18 now, and he's looking stronger because Castleford paid plenty of attention to weight training now.
And there's one lad looking strong, Ron Gibbs, number 12. Keith England. Southernwood, that's a nice chip. Well judged by Coleman. Oh, well beat. Very talented player, this number 7. Craig Coleman, 25 years of age, from South Sydney. Dannett. David Boyle. Been playing in considerable pain this last 5 or 6 weeks. Got cartilage problems in the knee. Coleman again. Pearce, that's a good ball to Pearce. And well backed up. Pearce again to Devote. Play on, Fletcher. And a good tackle there from Ron Gibbs coming back. Coleman. Good recovery by Hollow. But again, Peter, I couldn't see really why Coleman had to kick there. A couple of tackles left, hadn't he?
No, I think he was signalling the referee, Ray, though, just about on the last tackle, so he tried to put it out of danger.
Fair enough. Ruckley. Hull won the Challenge Cup twice in their history, 1914 and 1982. These Hull forwards, Peter, not really able to break the midfield, are they?
No, they're not creating any openings and getting men onto the end of passes. And that is one of the problems.
Coleman. That's a good ball, John Sharp. Looking for support again. Reminds me of Steve Norton, this lad. He has a look of him, doesn't he?
Yeah, good lad is John. He's a Featherstone lad, and they picked him up very early, but Johnny's the only one that's made some headway down the centre of the field for them.
Here they are now. This is better. Fletcher looking for support. He's got Richard Price. Oh, this is good rugby. Should have passed the ball. Should have cut the ball out. And he's lost it. Well, tragic mistake there by Brian Blacker. Dane O'Hara was waiting.
Good interplay here from Castleford. Good move down the centre by Dannett. Fletcher's onto the end of it. Now Fletcher's looking for support. He gets it. Inside to his centre. Price slips it inside to Blacker, and Blacker is in a daze. He's in a daze with men waiting for the ball.
And could Hull's chance have gone? Castleford using the same tactics now, kicking downfield to Fletcher. Moon, good run. And when Hull decide to move this ball, looking very sharp. Coleman again. This is better play. Pearce. Both sides beginning to open up now. Ron Gibbs came across well there, the number 12. Good second row cover. And I think Paul Fletcher knows he's been tackled too. Will be. A real veteran in this whole side, this number 11, the only survivor from the 1980 Cup final. Jackson, that's good support, he needs some more. But the whole players really, Peter, were standing around there watching one man go, weren't they?
They are, and the man with the ball is taking a risk, Ray, and he's not getting the best of luck because his players aren't alert.
Horrow. That's good, determined running from Shane Horrow. New Zealand test winger, the reserve only came in for the injured David Plange. Ward again, just look at that plunge from Ward down the middle. 15-20 yards every time this number 8 touches it. The sixth tackle, Southernwood surely will launch this ball. He does. Well taken by O'Hara. Good judge of a ball there from the ex-Kiwi captain, Dane O'Hara, number 5 for Hull. Oh, he's still got no support with him and he's lost the ball. Well, David Moon there looking for support. He stopped, he hesitated 3 or 4 times, he looked to lay off the pass and still nobody was coming. And yes, he's rightly having a word with them. But Castleford keep coming down with this pack, Peter, don't they?
They're making headway and they're getting ready now for the springboard from these forwards to move the ball out again.
Oh, that's a good run there by Sean Irwin. Tony Marchant just didn't have a man with him. Ward. Knock on. Well, he laughs to himself. Tremendous reflexes there from Kevin Ward. But no try. It was a knock-on originally. And it looks as if Steve Crooks is coming on. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the hooker Lee Jackson come off. He took a bad knock, then went over on his ankle when they were taking all that pressure. And it is Steve Crooks into the hooking position. Yes, this youngster limping. Attempted drop, hit the post, slow, well taken. Steve Crooks did well there. Just 15 minutes gone now in the second half, still 6 points to 4 for Castleford. And I think a few years ago, Peter, in the early 80s, when people said that there was no defences in Great Britain, well, I think they'll have to eat the words now, won't they?
I think Hull did tremendously well there to keep Castleford out from all that pressure. And the drop kick, and even if a Hull player, so it wouldn't have been allowed there, Ray.
Boyle. Pearce. Easy ball for Rookley. Shane Hollow. I think the Australian coach, Brian Smith, will be very pleased with this performance from Hull against the #1 league leaders in the First Division, Castleford. Rookley, that's a good kick. Oh, well read by Pearce, well read. Crooks. Interesting to see Brian Smith on the right-hand side there, the Hull coach, 34 years of age, youngest man ever to coach in the Australian League. Well, good view from there. This is what cup tie rugby is all about. Hard graft, hard tackling. And hard running, but not really getting anywhere for either side. Well taken by Fletcher. He had to take that ball with the sun in his eyes. Had a good game at full-back, this lad. Coleman. Moon again. Six tackle coming up, and Hull not made 10 yards. Such is the strength of the... Well, a panic-stricken kick there by Shane Hollow. One Kiwi against another. Beats Dane Harder. Beats Price. But doesn't beat Tim Wilby. And really, that was a panic kick. Hull got themselves in all sorts of trouble. England. Castleford desperate to stretch that 2 points lead. Ketteridge. I think it would be worth a drop at goal, Peter.
Well, I think Castleford now in this spell have got to come away with something positive, Ray.
That was a good tackle. Excellent tackle there by Richard Price on Kevin Ward. But all credit to this whole defence, it's held. Yes, we're having a look at drop. Well stopped there by Coleman. Rather like a goalkeeper, but it proved effective, that tiny little scrum half. Sampson. Castleford edging nearer to this line. Wanting to increase the 2 points lead. Ron Gibbs, not seen him for a while in the second half. Joyner. And surely another attempt at drop, I think, coming up. No. Well read by O'Hara. Oh, good rugby. Now, let's see what can Hull do here. They've got 6 tackles. Can they make more ground than the last 6? Boyle. Significant again, Pearce having to kick. The crowd, the whole section of it at least, thinking that Shane Hollow had knocked on, but Mr. Hayes having none of it. And I think, Peter, to break up this game, I wouldn't think that Hull would be advised to put a little grubber kick in or a little chip over the top.
Well, if they've got 2 men to set up, Ray, and shove the kick through and let these fellas chase through, but just to kick the ball, they're only getting temporary respite, and that's not enough, because Castleford will keep powering back to these posts.
Southernwood. Sampson had a good second half since he's come on, this lad. Joyner. Taro. Oh, a good kick. Good cover, good cover. John Sharp, number 12 there.
Here's the ball, John Joyner makes another pro, gets the ball out to Horrow. Horrow, in this instance, he kicks the ball forward. There's plenty of space, but fortunately for Hull, Jonathan Sharp beats them to the ball.
9 minutes to go, still Hull running into what is in effect a yellow brick wall. Boyle. That's better. Dannett. But they still can't get out of this 25-yard area, can
No,
they?
they're trying to rely on these forwards. Unless Coleman gets that ball a bit wider, they'll not get away.
That's good. Sharp again. The 6th tackle. Pearce, that's better. Pushes Rutley back. Now then, Hull have got to keep them down here. Now, 5 tackles to go. Hull crowd roaring them on. Can they keep them down here? 8 minutes to go. Castleford leading 6 points to 4. Just at 1 try in the 25th minute from Shane Horrow. Conversion from Ketteridge to the 2 goals from Gary Pearce. And Castleford wanted to get out of here quick. Oh, that's a beautiful kick. Well, I don't think David Ruckley would have put a more valuable kick in than that one. His side penned in the half, and the escape. Southernwood. Seven minutes to go. I can't see anyone leaving this ground. Just a 2-point gap to take either side into the second round. All Castleford have got to do is stay down here. Use these forwards. Use the bulk. Drive in from the first receiver. Send people like Keith England through. Kevin Ward here. Oh, he's still going. We hear that the Castleford coach Van der Velde is shouting for the Tide to set up a drop goal. Of course, if they got the 1-point drop goal, it would mean that Hull would have to score a try. Southernwood, here's the opportunity. Ruckley with his left foot, it's there, yes! Well, somebody's been listening to Darrell Van der Velde, the Australian coach behind this Castleford side. 1 point for the drop, 7 points to 4 now, and 6 minutes to go.
And Van der Velde's request is answered here. Southernwood back to Ruckley, and under pressure, a good left footer. That's the number 3rd attempt for Cass. It's done well there.
Just 30 seconds, 4 tackles left for Hull.
And there'll certainly be 2 different feelings on the benches. The bench of Hull will be very much different to that at Cass.
Oh, that's a good ball to Blacker. Oh, he's come back inside though. 3 tackles, seconds ticking away. 7 points to 4 for Castleford. Coleman's got to move it. Into injury time, Devote. But still, this defence holding good for Cass. That's a good ball to Dannett. Can't get it away. Coleman again. Pearce. Oh, little chip. Yes. He's held there. A penalty, obstruction, and of course, this is the value of that drop goal now. I think under normal circumstances, Peter would have seen him go for goal.
Well, here Pearce goes on his own. He puts a beautiful kick in. He's waiting for it to bounce, and as he goes through without playing the ball, really, he's tackled by a couple of the defenders.
So, drama at last, but in injury time. Seconds ticking away. Hull on the attack. To Sharp! Just 5 yards short. There's the hooter. It's all over. The last chance. Darrell Van der Velde set his team for the championship, been critical of it, but now wonderful victory here, and I'm sure he'll be relieved to see his side go through to the Silk Cut Challenge Cup draw on Tuesday. It might only be 7 points to 4, but it's enough. Hull 4, Castleford 7.
The league leader.